of said stream. So, last we left off, you executed a plan perfectly, assailed an ex-party member rather brutally, ending his life in an instant without a quick rebuttal, without a snide comment, without a dying breath, as even his soul was wrenched away into a packed stone held by one of your party members, Cassius.
Yes.
There, the assault upon Stathiane, the demon that is bound to these packed stones, that is been influencing your party member and has somehow taken over as his patron. You also encounter Stondar, not a demon but a devil, said ex-patron of Black Lenas. And through excruciating twists of fate, your plan succeeded quite well, as a simple gift of Helios kept very horrible things at bay that Seth might have wrought upon you. Indeed, the god Helios was very present in those actions. So, after that, Stondar was released, and in his own way, in a burning hall of a dead king in the city of Oloso, you were given a path forward by this pit fiend. And as you hear the explosions outside, you make your way around, distracted, well, the city guard amply distracted by a devil loose in the city. And above you, one of the pit lord's attachés, high in the sky, watching you, as he had summoned her moments before. Nolan, you gazed upon the book given to you by a perfectly normal individual in a library, and indeed you gazed upon it and no secrets were left. You gazed upon it, found the location of the path you must take down for Gorge, the last anchor, the last burning bright light down into the city catacombs that remains for you, is the original Pact Stone, deep below, where the spirit of a defeated Sathiane was pulled towards, and now is seemingly merged with it. So, in this, we technically are no longer in initiative. The guards outside the defenses of the city are amply screwed for a moment as they battle this pit fiend. As explosions still rain down, at-will fireballs would do that to you. What is your initial plan here? What are you doing? And I will say, if you scroll up a little bit, yeah, there you go. I'll actually link this because there's a lot of bollocks in this channel. I will relink the orientation of what the city looks like to you. So you are at the back of the Royal Court Hall, and the location that was given to you, well, read by Nolan, is around the Wizard's Tower.
The back is at the north, east, south?
I would say the east side, yeah.
The east side of the court hall. And the devil is raging
in the front. is in the now the very center. Yeah, in the very middle.
So we have to go from the Royal Court Hall to the Wizard's Tower quadrangle.
Northeast gaan en dan zo langs de wall.
Yeah, but hug the
rondgaan. Hug the wall.
Yeah.
Hug the wall or go straight to it.
Shortest route.
Yeah. The fastest or the maybe less obvious.
I mean, basically, there's a big pit fiend wrecking chaos.
There is a very big distraction going on right now.
We have some leniency to just run.
Because does Gord still look like someone, either the king or Black Lennis? And does Nolan still look like the other? Because both of you guys have disguises.
No. But I think it disappeared when I was knocked out. No.
Nolan looks like himself.
So Nolan looks like
Ja, ik zie er nog
Nolan.
uit gelijk Black Lennis.
And you still look like Black Lennis.
I'd say pull for the tower straightforward.
My idea would be to fake. Run for your lives, run! We just run away from the pit fiends. Really
I think
scared.
if we don't have a Black Lennis with us, then we can just be panicked people running scared.
Yeah. I mean, because basically Stondar, he left the building saying that.
Yeah, he took
stating
for,
you want, and you want to die or something. We were clearly his enemies.
And the captain
of the guard saw this and then ran away.
Frantic run towards that wizard tower.
Yes.
But Gord should not look like Black Lennis, because we want to be able to blame this on Black Lennis, and then Black Lennis needs to not be with us or seen with us running and doing other stuff.
Then I'll transform again to Gord, I guess. No one would recognize me, I guess.
Yeah.
And I also cast Lay on Hands on a Nolan for 16 hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
Guess you still get damage, want wij krijgt geen health bar.
Not in here, right?
Beyond death.
He has no health. He's dead.
I am missing 3 hit points.
Oof.
From what I do not know.
Or man, bit of fire damage.
I was on fire
0 hit
at some point.
For the change.
I think I'm still actually. Since we're not in initiative, I will put out myself because I think I was on fire at the end.
You were actually, yes. So I will say for the last bit, let's say you take a d6. 6 points of damage. There we go.
Nasty burn.
You're reminding me.
If this matters at some point later.
Yeah. Never tell the DM anything.
I have 64 hit points now, so yeah, I was damaged because I ran across a burning table to go and grab something, right?
Yeah, right.
Something I grabbed was Nolan in his hamster ball.
You grabbed me, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you grabbed. No.
I grabbed the hamster ball that you put yourself in, and then. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Setting yourself on fire hurts. I guess that's why you shouldn't do it.
Oh shit.
So you guys are running scared.
Yes.
I would like
scared and
I would like a performance roll from all of you.
Yes. And I will stumble and then get back up and then
Did I try to just blend in instead of pretend I'm
You can stealth. You can stealth or perform.
Can I give myself some
vastly
guidance?
better than my performance?
You can.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Charisma? Wisdom. Oh, no.
All right.
Charisma.
I shall. So. Okay, no bad. Cassius just fades into the urban setting.
There's a lot of chaos going on around.
There's a lot of chaos. There is screaming. You see a lot of the maids you encountered earlier just running and screaming through the buildings here. You see another impact as fire rains down. You see an actual wall of fire as well, encircling everything. Many burned guards already, others running, screaming. You see the captain of the guards standing and steeling himself, but he is still petrified and cannot make another step forward as he stands there as the entire royal quarter. Every 6 seconds, a fireball impacts somewhere here.
God, I feel so bad now.
I want to say it's worth it because of the greater good, but then I sound like the Black Linus that we just murdered.
We've reached on now. Yay, we've freed him. Oh shit.
Yes. A higher ranked devil of the hells has been released upon the mortal realm, but that's not the biggest problem you have right now.
We solve one problem at a time, and the other thing is a bigger problem for now.
So, not too hard to do. You run, people are not checking you or worried about anything. This is now completely different. You make it to the side of the wizard tower where you see a few wizards just shoot away and they pay you no mind. They are flying straight for the bigger problem. There, I will say, after a minute or so of searching, you do find a passageway to the place you were searching. And soon enough, in the bowels of this place, you see Nolan just walk there like he's been here 1,000 times before. And with that, there is no puzzle here. There is no... I will expedite this part where you come for a door like any other. The only thing you can see is that, yes, there is a magical lock placed upon this, but other than that, it might just be a storeroom. There is no decorations, nothing else. Just a simple wooden door.
This is also, we are now, just to remember correctly, we are now going to the place where all the workers in a long, long time ago were killed when they stumbled onto something. Okay, yeah.
You are now
also the secret basement where Black Lannis was at one point together with the Soulstone, right?
Yes.
And Gord sensed him come up
straight down.
Yeah. And the monster that lurks beneath
from the Nomador Marshes is also somewhere around here. I don't know if we specifically know that the monster is in the thing below. It's guarding something in the palace, right?
It's kind of everything underground.
Yeah. You know that there is a mythological being that has been talked about a lot and a lot of people have heard, but nobody that has seen it has ever returned. And there are rumors that there are patterns, and I will say with the 20, you know from the book that a large amount of sluices, blockages, and walls have been installed that can be moved in order to push the creature to a point if something were to be detected below.
Okay, so on my way down, I'm gonna try and check every certain steps if I see traces or tracks from the beast, so I might be able to tell what we are going to encounter before we encounter it.
Very well.
Well, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I will, in the meanwhile, land my lantern of revealing to see the unseen.
Okay. As you do, on the door itself, you now see a plethora of protections and glyphs.
Somebody looted the king's amulet, right?
Yes, I did.
Gord did.
I feel like that might be.
That's a fair point.
A way to open it.
Where's my oil?
Yeah, I'll hand you the amulet if you want. And I have a keyring with a bunch of keys.
Was there a keyhole in this door?
Yes.
Okay.
Try keys.
Do I find a key that matches the lock?
Make an investigation roll. They all look like keys. The lock itself looks like a normal door key well, and then doesn't it, you see that there is a lot of arcane protection, and you know that this is a special door. This is verified, but the keys look like keys.
And if I hold the keys up to the lantern of revealing, there's not anything that lights up.
Not on the particular keys, no.
Any runes or
and I'll say, for expediency's sake, there are 5 keys on your on your person right now.
Do you guys think we should just try one, or do we want to dispel the magic traps first?
Well,
Well, I mean, we are below a arch-wizard's tower. And this could be very powerful, Cliffs.
I can cast dispel magic once, but then I'm pretty drained.
Well, you can use the keys. I will just step back a bit. But you can't die anyway.
If we approach the door with the amulet? Just not touching it or anything, but if you know, the way
you
the king
try?
would if he's...
It's a good idea. Go ahead, and I will walk backwards.
I'm gonna wait until everybody else can take some distance, and then I'll walk towards the door while I have the amulet in my hand, as if I'm just the king visiting a super secret place. Because the king would want convenience, so he'd wanted to activate when his amulet
can die.
So you step forward. Yes, you just stepping forward.
I said I would, so I'm doing it.
Okay. You grab the amulet and step forward.
Everyone else
Gord pulled it out and allowed me to.
Yeah, he presented it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But if you want me to be the guinea pig, that's also fine.
I said I was doing it, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
All right. Yep.
No take-backs.
Nice knowing you.
You get a moment to look at the amulet, and it is gold, diamond rimmed, and then a giant ruby in the center. When I say giant, it is at least 20 centimeters. It is likely one of the most valuable things you've held in your hand in pure monetary value.
Then, of course, the sword that kills gods and the pack.
Yeah, like pure, like in your old life, you would have been fine.
This
to
would
just
have
grab
been
this and go.
And you're done. Yeah, I could run right now and they couldn't stop me, and this would buy me a farm and many, many acres of land somewhere.
Exactly. At the thought of a farm, you just think back to your humble beginnings for a brief second.
It's anything he's ever wanted, just a farm.
A farmer's life.
And as you absent-mindedly step towards the door, and with the lantern revealing still in range, you step forward and you see all these runes slowly fade. They're not gone, but they fade just by proximity of the amulet.
Huh. I freeze the moment I see them fade, and I look back at Nolan. Like, is that good or is that bad?
No. It's I knew this was going to happen. Very well done.
Boris, use dramaturgy.
That's not an answer.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's disappeared. The king has access. Now, let's go. Come.
Well, we still need to open it.
Open the door.
I'll ask Gord to give me like the keyring so I can try the keys.
Also the keyring, but still behind cover.
Yeah.
My cover is Gord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just hiding in a single file.
Yeah. So there are 5
exactly what I was
keys.
saying.
Yeah.
Are the keys a different color, or are they all just normal keys, bland?
Make an investigation roll.
Just
Would I
roll 1d5.
Could I roll investigation? Is this like, what is this? Is this investigation to figure out.
Yeah,
how...
I want to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I want to see if one key sticks out. Maybe if one key is more worn than other keys because it's been used often. I don't know.
Unless the other keys for the closet.
Yeah.
They all look like keys to you, Dario. They aren't very intricate. They don't have a little crown on them, or they're just metal keys.
Can I also try that? Or
sure, you
it's
can
the
do
gray
it.
one. It's the gray one.
It's a third try, but
yeah.
Let's try.
No, not the. It's the silver one.
Oddly enough, Cassius, you haven't used a lot of keys. You've always just
you
went in.
That's fair,
right?
It's
like,
what's this weird lockpick? And you put this in a lock and it opens, but like only one. Why?
Yeah. It's redundant.
Is that end of the
part of me wants to try and lockpick just to say that just to prove that I can lockpick like the king's fanciest door that's ever existed other than his vault.
Hey,
but like, I'll just try the keys. It's only 5 keys, right? So it's not like it's gonna take an infinitely long time to try all of them.
Well,
this is correct.
Go ahead.
I mean, I might explode if I use the wrong one.
So I said 5. I'm still going to let you roll a d6 for me.
Let's do.
Let me see here.
That does not sound like a list of key number 4 is the right one. All the others don't work.
I think the king he was old and very confused, so it happens every day. Like, oh no, right, it's the wrong key. Oh, and it...
Yeah, that's exactly how things go. So you put the key in the lock, and it just doesn't budge. And for a moment, you feel like a vibration through the key. And a few of the runes spark a little more, but the proximity to the amulet seems to be holding things at bay for a moment. You have the distinct idea that something would have happened had you not had the amulet.
This is the incorrect password. 2 tries remaining. Can I study the lock? How hard would it be to just pick the lock instead of using a key?
Sure.
Can I see how sturdy the door is, by the way?
The door looks to be a normal wooden door. It doesn't look sturdy. It looks worn, maybe even in ill repair. But you have seen magical runes skitter across it. You can inspect the lock. I will even give you... No, now you're a little pressed for time, so I will say normal roll to do it in this moment. Or if you want to take a little longer, I'll give you advantage.
How much longer is a little longer?
Depends on how high you roll.
And what would I be rolling here?
Investigation again.
I'll ask the others, like, is it okay if I take a little more time? Because I just don't want to blow up, because if we all explode, then being fast is not an advantage.
I think we have some certain, margin of time.
There's another explosion in the background and screams as a tower falls.
The door.
Yeah,
you can.
I slam the amulet against the door and I just kick it.
The devil that was following us.
Yeah.
Is she still around?
Well, you are inside in a building right now, so you don't see her at the moment. Or you can make a perception check if you want. Boris, make a athletics check for me. 19. You, Boris, kicked the door with the amulets in close proximity. it cracks and the runes skitter. I need everybody in a 20-foot radius, so I think Nolan would be a little further.
Yes.
Who else is near the door? So Boris, Cassius.
Me, I guess.
I was in cover.
I'd say I'll be within 20 feet because I didn't specify I was gonna hide.
Okay. So I will say everybody roll dexterity saving throw. I'll give Dario advantage on this because he's a bit more wily on that.
Was not a good move.
We'll see. I've tanked fireballs before.
Yeah, you could tank like 4 and you have the right key.
Oi, 3 en 9. Jezus.
Those bad rolls out of the way.
Tanking fireball. Me.
Okay.
Dario 9 met advantage.
That's not a bad roll.
7 spannen.
Ding 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 ding. 777 jackpot. You all take 26 points of acid damage as the glyph, one of the glyphs breaks and the skittering comes forward and a splash of acid, arcane acid, shoots forward. So yeah, you all take full damage.
Why would you do that?
Half because of evasion.
Now we know we can't brute
Half
force
because of evasion.
Thanks.
The door is looking rough. You see a panel is fallen, and you can see through the door. You can peer through, and there is a narrow hallway, a rough cut hallway behind it. Gord, with your divine sense, 60 feet. Let me check real quick.
Ja, dat is not behind total cover. Dus ik denk, ja, als er niet de deur is, dan voel ik die sowieso niet zeker.
If they're not in the room with us, you would probably not, I guess.
Yeah, only if she would be invisible, then I would sense her, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm taking a step back. Or 3 steps back.
There you go. I always fucking forget how to spell this demon.
Een demon heet nooit gewoon Bob of Jan of zo. Hè. Dat is altijd,
it's an Erin, yes, but I always write it with an A instead of an E. Not with behind total cover. Yeah, you don't censor.
Yeah.
So, what's everyone else doing? Oh, by the way, alarms have started sounding. Magical lights in the corners are now turned red.
Right,
I think we should just try the keys. We have the damn key to it.
Yeah. Cassius is just going to say, well, the cat's out of the bag now. You might as well finish it 20 feet away from the door.
You want to break it? Or?
Use the keys, use the keys.
He's already started the process of bashing in
the door again.
You might as well
Everyone
finish it.
Else
you kick the door again?
Cover. Everyone else behind cover.
Yeah, I'm in cover.
Why? The keys don't do anything.
Jawel, hebben er één getest.
I mean, the keys don't do damage.
You kick the door, Boris, but not enough to. It's oddly enough, even though it was broken before, it still holds strong.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll pull out the portable ram that I have in my bag of holding and I'll shove over the portable ram to Boris, which gives you advantage on breaking down doors.
Okay, again, the mace gets stuck in the woods, oddly enough, still standing. And you get
very
a
brave heroes here.
It's doors. It's D&D's.
I have a portable ram that lets you gain advantage when you use it on a door.
And again,
you have it if you want to use it.
At this point,
or you could
yeah,
just...
hold on, Boris, hold on. There's an order to these things. And you keep missing, which is hilarious.
I've given you the Door Killer 3000. It's right there.
Should have used it yourself.
At that point,
I didn't because I don't want to explode when I hit the door.
You hear a number of footsteps running towards you. Around the corner, a bunch of scorched guards that are more than eager to respond to an alarm rather than fight a pit fiend arrive in the corners of this hallway that you are standing. And wait, why are you here? This is a restricted area. Step away from the door. And you see a number of guards.
We need to continue.
Well, there's a bloody demon outside, so the best way to hide would be downstairs, wouldn't it?
There are shelters further away from here. Step away. Why are you breaking down that door?
Why are we?
Because it's in the way.
Yes.
We have urgent business.
Somebody showing the amulet.
Yes.
The Transform into the king.
You have the amulet. Jij hebt de amulet, Boris. You're the one who's carrying the amulet and doing the bashing of the door. Wij zitten 20 voet verder achter een hoekje te wachten tot als jij ontploft. Hè.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. What the fuck?
So
I showed him the amulet.
How did you get that? That is the royal amulet. No one's supposed to have that. Advance! And
the king has a secret weapon downstairs. We need it to fight the fiend. He told us to go and get it.
Make a deception roll, Dario. With disadvantage, because you're holding the king's amulet, and it's probably not that clean. It's actually covered in blood.
It's covered in the king's blood. Probably.
At that point, I will say that one of the guards is pressing forwards. Just step away. A lot is going on here. We need answers, but not right now. The city is in danger. And you see a sword just poke out of his chest.
There she is.
Yeah. You see red wings. I'll actually show you her again. So you hear the clank of armor. She is quite a bit taller than all of these people here, than these guards, and just these swords through the heart. And you see these red wings unfold.
You needn't do that.
She growls, a little lower a voice than you might imagine her having. And slices one of the other guards, just decapitates him as the rope shoots out and tangles the other.
Does the soulstone get bigger for every guard that is?
You hear a crackling of crystal each time, yes. A crackle of crystal.
To save and save your soul.
Yes, give me those damn keys.
I'll give you the keys.
And I'm gonna try each one of them.
Okay. So you try another. So you know what Gord you shape change to what?
It wasn't relevant at that moment. Okay. The sword passed through.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's all right. Very fast.
Yeah, it was like several failed attempts and then.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Dario, I will say for ease sake, now you can roll a d5 for me.
2 is the one I rolled earlier. But, you know, he knows he doesn't have to use that one, I guess.
Okay, you try the key. It doesn't seem to work.
Use another one.
Well, As all the guards have fallen and a bloodied Aranya stands, she holds, and you hear more on the way. You get a few seconds and try every single one key, and doesn't work.
I'll try and pick the lock.
Okay.
I have advantage because I have gloves of thievery, right?
Yes.
Well, that didn't really matter.
25. That's the DC. So,
nice.
Yeah, that's Arcane Lock for you. So,
I'll put away my portable ram, and then I guess we go through the door.
Yeah, it takes you a few moments, and you realize that in proximity with the amulet, the magic has somewhat dissipated, and it is maybe a little easier than it should be.
Yeah.
It's not the first time you've encountered an arcane lock. Your picks are tuned to that, and the door falls open.
I'll make sure that whoever is first has the amulet, and we should all stay very close to the person with the amulet in case the amulet suppression effect of any kind of traps or magic that awaits us has a range. We don't want anyone to step.
Yeah, I will say that the amulet has about a range of 10 feet.
So if whoever is in the middle carries the amulet, then we should.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle with the amulet if that's fine, because I also have an aura everyone benefits from, so that's automatically double profit.
I can be in the front and at least somewhat try to keep an eye out for traps. Not going at a super slow pace rather, but still trying to keep an eye out for signs of traps or other problems.
And I will say, as you move through the corridor, there was a trick to the keys. It was a sequence, but that information was never written down. So it was one key after the other in certain sequence.
Yeah, I figured it would be some kind of sequence or some kind of this key only works in this segment of the day, and then the lock.
That was also an option, but
every minute or
I went with it was a sequence of 3 keys. So
there was no time to figure that out.
No.
No, that was information that could have been found, but yeah. It's with that, you go down this rough cut hallway, and there is no decoration. There's just things holding up the building, and it immediately goes down a steep staircase, 60, 120 feet, longer and longer, until you clearly pass bedrock, and this is where the tunnel begins. A single straight through, you notice perhaps certain things, certain securities that are passed through by the King's Amulet. When you finally arrive, something odd to many of you. You come to a small carved area. The stone itself is shifted of color. In Gord, you can tell that this is another layer of bedrock. And there stands a small box-like room of some kind, held up with a system of gears. You're looking at an elevator, but for many of you, you've never seen this before. This is out of place. It looks reminiscent to the technology of the island, for those who were there. And there is a panel of some kind. This is not mechanical. It looks energy-driven somehow.
Oh, one of those. I'll just start touching it.
So you touch it, and a number of locations appear. And it is basically a list of eras. It is listed up all the way down to Gate City.
Gate City.
All of you enter this little cubicle as soundlessly there's a little uncoupling and then it seems to fall, but not at a pace that you would fall out, but you feel your guts being pulled up at a tremendous fly. Or just fly. Yeah, you remain stationary. The turbo lift does
the
not.
elevator keeps moving.
Yes, dang.
You are stuck at the top of the elevator, being pushed down by inertia. And you see these excavated, this excavated tunnel that passes by. You see all manner of stone pass you by. And so it goes down 100, 200, 300 feet. And suddenly, as if nothing, the elevator stops. Gord, your boots of flying still leave you on the ceiling, but you are no longer pressed down on it. You are in an enormous cave. A hall so large that you cannot see the ceiling, for it fades into darkness. There is rubble here, there are ruins here, but none are familiar to any of you. There are remnants of some advanced technology beyond that of the dwarves. And Gord, there is a feeling almost like you are maybe motion sick from what just occurred, but it is a pang, an emotional hit of regret that hits you, and you don't know why. Regret and homesickness. As you look round here, you see these ruins, and for a moment they aren't. For a moment there's something else. For a moment these buildings stand tall. For a moment you hear people laughing in the streets. You hear supplies being dragged around. And you hear a voice of a child calling your name. A name you no longer understand or hear. The burning spot in your vision is just a few 100 feet away.
Guys, our target is in that direction.
I will approach Gord, and that's why planets are globes and they're not flat. It's gravity.
What?
Do I see any signs here of like recent activity? Because this is supposedly where Black Lenas was building something, right? An arcane.
Yeah. So make a perception check.
Do I see any signs of where he would be building that?
Yeah, our tracks.
While he's doing that, I just want to see if this place, the infrastructure is reminiscent of, and the layout is reminiscent of the island.
So first, Cassius, and you, Nolan, make a history roll for me. Cassius, you look around and definitely you see that there have been excavations, there have been, they have been shoring up certain buildings. You see tracks, drag marks, you see even footfalls of certain creatures. There has been a lot of activity here, and the area around this elevator is clean. It has been maintained quite well. You see little ever-burning stones. It is not dark here, except for as high as the ceiling goes. There is even a faint scent of spoiled food, perhaps, or something like. There have been people down here. It has been not long forgotten. And Nolan, you perhaps realize that there are hints, but this is older. Whatever was in the island was much more recent, what's more advanced. This is not the architecture has some similarities, but it is more lived. It is worn. It has seen better days in ages past.
En de devil, is hij mee of niet?
No sign of the Aranyas.
Okay. Let's see. I start walking towards. I know. Is Gord walking towards his burning desire?
Towards you, Dario.
Yes.
Oh god.
Gord.
Nope, not that kind of campaign. Denied.
Oh.
Wat ik eerst zou doen is kijken of er iets aan bouwmateriaal in de buurt ligt. Any building materials I can put in the elevator door. So the door will stay open. And I don't want the elevator to go back up, so anyone can come down behind us.
Okay. Make a history roll with advantage, because you would even know to do that.
Yeah, let's go think of
You know what an elevator is, but
yeah.
How do you know it works?
He has a chance. He has a chance. He does not, however.
I do not know, so I do not.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
This is old wood. This is very valuable. You know how much building materials
I'm going to look
this?
for traces of some sort of swamp beast. Like,
right.
Do I pick up a smell or slime or I don't know, whatever, something that's
Make a perception check again.
Everyone knows swamp beasts can't take elevators.
The hole in the ground is its domain.
I know.
Okay.
Nice.
Bomb.
Oh, now he's smelling every odor.
You. Dario walks up to you and smells you all. No, you do smell like that there has been human activity here. You get the sense that people have relieved themselves in corners. You hear they also smells of food. They have maybe a refuse pile here, but no Marsh's creature has passed through here. With a fucking 27, though, you do smell the faint scent of ozone. Wow. Ozone. And that's the smell of magic. And it is pervasive and old. And also still active. There has been, at one point, a sickening amount of magic that after how many thousands of years it might have been, the entire area is suffused. It is covered in it. Like every piece of stone here is like a mage academy. condensed into rock. It is almost sickening to you how much arcana is in this place, and it almost overwhelms you that there is a trail of it leading to the very center of this place.
Oh, Nolan, this is amazing. Can't you
What?
smell? Can't you smell the magic?
You can't smell magic. You need magic to detect magic.
No,
I smell it. My acid-covered robes. You can absolutely smell it.
I get a sense that this place is drained, completely filled with the remnants of an ancient
Are
magic.
you okay?
It's coming from no, it's coming from the center over there. I don't know why. I
will sniff and take a big,
Sure,
big.
Nolan. Make a perception check, Nolan, to see if you can.
I really want to
Can you
feel
smell
this.
magic?
I really want to. Oh,
Actually, I mean,
Gorgeous
he's not wrong. There is, like, the air has a certain electrifying nature to it after magic has been immensely used, and you might have missed it if he hadn't mentioned, actually. Yes, you underneath the stone and rubble, it is here.
Indeed. And this really proves again I can do everything you guys you can do. So, right. Yes. You're very right. Well, let's follow the smell. But it's not arcana you're smelling, by the way. It's the aftermath of spells that have been used. You smell with reactions in the air and the atmosphere.
But it's
I'm just being smart.
Magic.
Okay, I'm gonna walk a bit forward.
We start moving, yeah.
Yeah, towards the nature of the magic. Is that the same direction than as a Gord is the thing also over there? I'm pointing to where I think the magic is coming from.
And it is.
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we should slowly and maybe try stealthily move towards
that way, and I will start walking and keep taking big
keep an
sniffs.
eye out for the winged. Keep an eye out for the winged creature. You know. Okay, yeah.
So who's stealthing and who isn't?
I am stealthing.
I am stealthing.
I'm not. I'm still
staying
they hold me back.
Let's stealth.
Perception to stay hidden, by the way.
Nolan.
I'm in the zone.
There's
you are.
There's a mythical creature lurking up. God.
Ah, yes.
You take in the scene, Nolan, as you strut forward, and everybody else rolls stealth. But there is a little clattering of Boris behind you, and you walk around the corner. There is a sort of a ramp that you walk up to. As you see buildings long fallen to the sides, you step up this large ramp where the entire cave seems to open. Here, in this city, it was mentioned that there was a gate. You step forward, the first to crest the top, and you see, filling this entire cave, two large arches that reach for the sky, but never touch. Construction still surrounding it, the building not yet complete, but hundreds of feet tall.
Can I tell? I don't know what it is, but can I tell, like, was it nearly completed? How hard?
I will say, without rolling perception, as you crest over and see this, there is still scaffolding at the top of it, and it looks like it is still under construction or broken or yeah.
What is this?
I will approach it.
That's amazing.
Very well. Can I have an order of operations here? Who's going? So Nolan's first, Dario second. Who else?
I will follow and lead, yeah.
Follow them, yeah.
Okay. Gord, you see these two arches, but this is not your target. Underneath it, at the very base, at the very center of it, stands something. And that is where you must go.
Yeah, I'll beeline for it then. I will, if I don't see any activity, no enemies, nothing, then I would go straight for it.
Very well. So Gord surpasses you, Nolan, in your approach as he seems purposeful and just moves forward in a straight line.
Okay.
Calendula will stay with Dario, close. Boris and Cassius, what are you doing?
I am
I'm following
following Gord.
Okay.
FYI, if the Erinius is still here, she does need to beat my passive perception of 27 to stay hidden. In
Right.
case that is...
Doesn't seem to be happening.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to do...
Does Gord have a spellcasting focus that he's wearing and using? As in, like, does he still have a holy symbol of Tormodon, or is that gone when he became a Gord reborn or return?
I in my head I use my shield for it. A shield with the Tormodon symbol on it.
But it is still the Tormodon logo.
Yeah.
That you've been using.
Okay. Yeah. It's a simple shield, but it's
En dat is niet zo over tijd zo iets anders geworden.
No, I didn't do that kind of detail, no.
Just checking.
Iets dat je kunt pickpocketen zo.
I was legitimately checking to see if I could pickpocket your spellcasting.
Yeah, of
checking
course,
the walls, just checking the walls.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So, how about we take a look?
Ooh. So that's how it looks.
ChatGPT.
I finally got it to render it. I'm so happy. It was not easy.
Oh my god.
And at the very center...
Die tekening is dus accuraat, dus ze waren wel echt bijna klaar. Allee,
ja.
Het was niet zo heel lang niet meer werk.
Nope.
Okay.
How did they even get
and
up there?
At the very center stands a pedestal, a very familiar pedestal for some of you.
Is this just target SG1?
Oh, that's round. That's perfectly round.
I'm wondering, I recognize it from some.
Yep. I'm not going to say because it'll ruin the immersion.
The gates of oblivion have opened.
That's also close.
Je hebt zo in Wallonië zo over een van de snelwegen zo'n kunststuk.
Yeah, true.
That's it.
But not quite it. It's always just a little different.
You travel to a weird and ancient land where people speak strange languages.
Where does your D&D campaign take place? Wallonia.
Yeah. You
the
are
people there
loons,
speak
though.
strange languages.
And make magical gates.
They call it Francais.
Technically, they don't work, so they can do this.
Thanks for ruining the pinnacle of my campaign here for you guys, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
So,
okay. It's a big room.
Mr. Passive Perception.
Yes. I'm assuming you mean me, right?
Yes. I will give for free that you see a large fuck-off blue stone, which you can only surmise is a bigger version of what you have.
Of the smaller one that I have, yes.
Yes. And similarly to how you first saw it in Black Lennis's hand, this large one, still quite a few feet away. You're still about 60, 70 feet away from this. You see a rather wide strand of the same energy wafting off and spiraling into this gate on both sides.
So it's connected to it, and either
Yes.
giving or drawing power from it.
Also, you most definitely, and I will say Dario as well, and maybe even Boris. No, Boris won't. Dario just about. Cassius, you hear it very clearly. Somewhere here, you hear the rattle of a chain. Somewhere not incredibly close, but close enough. And Dario, you hear also the directionalness clatter of chains.
Okay, I'm gonna try and track this actively now.
Okay, you can make an active
or...
perception roll on that.
I'm gonna telepathically broadcast to everyone that there is something moving here on a chain, and I still have the open voice chat with everyone because I opened that at the start, and it hasn't been.
It has been hours.
Right?
No.
And I'll mention to Nolan that the Paxton seems to be connected to the gates. Like it actively has a connection with the gates. The same way Black Lenas had a connection between his stone and the devil, demon, fiend, right?
Fiend.
Yeah.
Okay, but what is it? What is it doing?
Oh, that's too bad.
You have to find out.
I will. I'm still amazed by the gates and having read about those and know what they could potentially do. I will just rub my hands in awe and fascination of the structure. I will rub my hands across the structure.
You want to walk all the way up to it?
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a big room.
Yeah. Where are we? Yeah.
We zijn nog vrij ver, ja. En waarschijnlijk gebeurt er iets voordat je daar bent.
Probably.
Can I now see since I heard the rattle of a chain, can I see traces of something like a creature that's walking a certain path?
You rolled your perception and saw or heard nothing else.
So I will be here.
Ik kan nog eens Divine Sense doen.
I will move
As we're approaching, can I also look for signs of whatever is making the noise with the chain?
Yeah, you can make another perception roll. Divine Sense scored. You. Okay, Cassius, fuck you.
Ja, echt waar. Wat dan?
Ik heb al een ene gerold ook, dit is Sassie.
Fair.
Voor een keer 3 of zo, denk ik.
Alright. I will say, Gord, that, let me see exactly, know the location of any. Alright. Yes, you definitely feel a fiendish presence.
And I know the direction normally.
Yes, it's straight ahead to the Packed Stone. And also the presence of undead, but that is less clear because it seems to be in every corner. Cassius, you hear the chains rattle again, and this time you hear a muffled scream as well, like someone's been gagged. Very clear to your ears, but nobody else's. And that location, I will say, I'll put a little template over there.
That is where both the chain and the muffled, they're
Yes.
originating from the same spot. Okay.
Correct.
Um,
So, actually, made that a little. Oh, god damn it! A little smaller. Otherwise, I fuck all of this. I hate this interface. There we go.
I'll tell everyone that we're not alone. There are undead and fiendish energies around.
It's supposed to be pitch dark in here, or
No.
I still have a lantern, so
You have the
sure if it's
lantern.
useful or not.
Nothing is. It is somewhat, but it isn't. It is lit here. There are light
Okay.
sources here, magical light
Alright.
sources.
I'm telepathically telling the others, like, there's somebody chained up here and taken prisoner. It's almost sounds like they're a little bit further beyond the gate.
I say we move towards the back zone.
This must be someone important.
We can't let others.
Who
Yes.
would Black Lenas keep chained up here?
Well,
An
the king is-
archmage.
The king is dead.
king is dead, right?
He's not the king.
One of the archmages. I don't know.
Whoever they are, they're important.
I have no
somehow.
idea.
We
know
slowly
if
Ik
approach.
weet niet van wie dat is, maar
Do you know if someone is missing here? I don't. I can't
Just go there and just.
yeah, but we have to cross past the pact zone and the gate to do so.
Just
Yeah,
walk
but
around the packed stone, don't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what it does.
But I want it so bad.
Don't touch
Yeah.
it.
So at this point, Gord,
Don't give in.
their voices are starting to become a little dim. Like you're still hearing these people, but who are they really? These aren't your soldiers. These aren't your men. You're starting to, and then you shake awake again, and you're starting. The longer you're here, the less you become you. You need to finish this. You need to come home.
If I feel that, can I look at Calendula and try to regain control? Can I use that as an anchor?
You see her completely, almost, well, as small as she can make herself, wings completely folded, clinging to Dario, and just catching your eye for a moment. And there is fear, but there is also this need of her, like the frills on her head stand up again as she wants to be brave in this moment for you. Make a charisma save.
Veel. Dat je met een aura erbij telt of niet?
26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you come back. You're Gord. No one else. These are not your thoughts. Something else is trying to use you.
Guys, I feel I'm losing control. There's something changing me. The essence of Ante is. He might take over any second. I'm not
You
sure
know
if I
what?
can hold him back.
You know what we will do if this happens. We talked about this.
I'll give my sword to Boris. Hold on to this for me.
I strap it to my back. Not sure if this is the wisest course of action because
Yeah, but just stay close to me, and if I need to fight, give it immediately back. But
I wanna see him headbutt everyone to death.
I urge us to move. Let's move, man. Let's move. We are.
Hey, and I'll stay close to Boris if I need my
pushing.
sword.
Okay, I'll move another 30 feet then.
Yeah, we move a bit.
Ja, we kunnen
So
er...
here.
Okay.
Can we pass not through, but to the side of it? Is
Here?
the map accurate enough?
I'm
Yeah,
going to
there's
take
a
the
pathway.
stairs.
But
Yeah,
we'll
before
take
you
the
do,
stairs.
that way
Nolan,
towards the guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
before you do, Nolan, as you approach,
Yes.
you hear a whisper.
Ooh.
You hear a very familiar voice, that of Saf. Oh. Come to finish the job? Think you have what it takes? What are you here for? To destroy the stone? To take it again?
Aren't you supposed to be inside, captured by it?
You actually hear that there's a lot of malice, there's a lot of anger, but there's pain as well in his voice. And it seems like he is very diminished. I am bound, which is a big of all. I will reform. It will take me some time. I can use what is here now.
Did you really expect to win against Tondar? I will say this aloud, by the way.
You hear Nolan's echoing voice.
What are you doing? Shh.
You can move again if you want.
I am going.
Guys, let's stay close together.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Hey, I'm giving a flight.
I can hear Satyani.
You
What?
and your voices.
We killed him.
He's talking to me.
Gord,
Yes.
as you come closer to this pillar, you hear a hum, but in memory. You look up and you see this entire gate completed. You see thin spikes near the top reach, and you don't see the back of this hall, of this cave, but you see an entire place, a whole entire other place. Like you would step from one room to the other through a doorway. You see black sand at the edge, and you see buildings tall, like stepping through a doorway. You see at the corner of your eye this burning thing that you need to have. I need you to make another wisdom save.
Wisdom of charisma.
Charisma save, sorry.
Because one is better than the other. Nice.
Again, you manage to lock it out of your mind. And still the whisper comes to you. And then finish it. You hear a different accent. Finish it. Become what you need to become. Come home. That's all you need to do. Just reach for it. But the words currently hold no sway over you.
I am Gord Grimbeard of Nossor. You will hear Gord repeating I am Gord Grimbeard. I hail from Nossor. I am Gord Grimbeard. I hail from Nossor. And you'll hear him whisper that to himself to remind him of who he is.
Do I notice he's losing his fucking mind? Or...
Yeah,
I told
does.
you like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind, guys. Hold my scores.
I'm gonna keep a close eye.
Purely out of interest, how many hit points does Gord Greybeard of Nossor currently have?
73.
More than me.
Yeah, more than me.
73.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. I just keep on going. Keep going. You are Gord of Nossor. Keep going.
I'm gonna keep an extra eye on him to see the moment that he turns, so that I can do
Another 30 feet.
shenanigans.
I'll also give you my battle axe, which I also have.
you just start pulling out weapons. This
Take
one.
the
dagger.
Alright, this one.
And by
Yeah.
Where are you keeping all this?
Yeah.
by
Don't
passing
ask
the
questions.
pillar, I
On my
will touch it and just
Okay.
follow my hand. Well,
Get a feed.
All right.
feel across the whole structure.
You
Nolan.
touch the pillar, and there is this momentary wave as you both see the tendrils coming off the soulstone and spiraling into the gate. You touch it for a moment and make a wisdom save for me.
Oh boy. Is it
It's
gonna
not
Not
is connected
charisma,
to the
wisdom, it's
pillar.
something else.
Plus 3, we hebben een aura, denk ik. Of is dat niet 10 feet? Dat is 15.
It's 15, he's out of range.
Yeah, it's
Damn
a
it.
big map.
What kind of close? Okay. You feel as though you've put your head inside the bell of the largest bell in Ilish, and somebody has sounded for the hour. The boom, like the arcane power that is in this is enough to fry your brain, and you pull away from it. Something is into this gate. It is like a conduit, a lightning rod for arcane power. Nolan, you have just lost. You don't have a lot of spells left, do you?
No. Shit.
You've lost 2 second-level spells as you see arcane power rip out of your body.
God.
And with that as well, you take... That's not a lot. That could have been a lot worse. 3 points of psychic damage as it just backlashes, and you see Nolan like get pushed away 5 feet from the gate as he just gets shocked.
So do not touch this.
Do
not touch anything.
Don't touch danger.
Behave.
It's literally soaking up arcane energy.
Keep going.
Yes, but
New rule: we don't touch
any
stuff
sunstones
covered in magic.
Sorry?
Do I see or sense or perceive any sunstones? Because there should be 2 here, if I remember correctly.
Make a religion roll for me with advantage.
No, I think the sunstones were in Kalkar Waste.
Ik ga mij nog ook een guidance geven. Just in case.
What in Pardoor?
2 ones.
Ja, maar 1 is die een 1d4.
Ja, chance.
So, you had the locations, indeed. And I believe 2 were in Pardoor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. With a 24, Boris, you currently sense the presence of 2 of them. And you feel more connected to Helios than you have in a while. You feel almost as connected. No, you feel as connected to Helios as you did when the Guardians came alive and you stood in front of this strange contraption and bathed in light. Helios is very close.
So the chains are Helios.
According to my notes, 3 of the sunstones were together, and I don't know if that matters, because there was 1 in Nosor, 1 in the continent of Zine, around Paraguata.
Yes,
is I think what I wrote here, and then the other 1 are together and in Pardoor, which is the summer plains where Kixarian is what I wrote down.
So there's 2 here.
2 here.
Yes.
Are those of the 5 that we sensed or not?
Can I have a suspicion that I know where they are, because I sense I get some vibes from Cassius and I get some vibes from the other soulstone, Pactstone, whatever.
What?
I mean, they are sunstones.
You don't think it's that? No. You find those energies abhorrent, actually.
Okay. Do I get a sense of direction?
You feel as though you should be seeing them, but you can't.
Are you trying to drain my spell slots again? I cast daylight again at 3rd level on my chest piece.
It might just get soaked up.
We'll see.
That's the range. Okay. And so it doesn't say, hang on. Line range, bright, choose a point in area of darkness that is dispelled. Okay. The entire area becomes bright light, but you do see, although your spell does not end, it seems to bend around the arches of the gate, and the gate itself seems to light up itself, spiraling and grabbing the light from your spell. Nothing else happens.
Okay. Well, they bloody well can see us now.
Yep.
Move. Let's move.
I want to keep moving towards where I heard
Does my
the chains
sense
and
of the sunstones? Yeah, we'll keep moving. Does my sense of the sunstones change or not?
No, they are still where they are. They are moving around together. You see them, you feel movement, although you are tracking them with your eyes, but you do not see.
Move.
Yes, but I'm gonna stick last.
Ik heb stress.
Ja.
Dit duurt te verlaten.
Cassius.
Ik moest dicht bij u blijven. Dus.
Ja,
Cassius, you now hear the voice of Statiane.
That's
with the fucking
sunstones. The guy in the stones.
Yes.
The packed stones, not the sunstones, because those are also.
Yes, exactly. There's too many fucking stones. I'm gonna make a glove soon. You realize, and again, the accent is different. It's important that the accents are different. You realize what you had? It was a mere toy in the hands of Black Lenas, but well, you're carrying him now as well. What do you require? What is it you need? Do you need to perish here? In the avalanche of great work that does not concern a mere thief or robber? You could have everything you ever wanted. Most of those souls in that stone, they are not from one of your companions' people. They are of those of the Hells and mercenaries that were preparing to lay low a city, to ransack and rape it. Just say the word, and whatever you require will be done.
I will never have what I want, and it's something I've come to learn to accept. And for the record, I think it is abundantly clear that I do not realize what I have or what is going on. That has been the case for most of my time with these people, and it has not changed yet. And then I'm going to ignore them and move on.
Yeah, the location we heard the chains from is in the sunlight, by the way.
Yes, but it goes just a little deeper, and I will say, Cassius gets another roll on perception after that. You see someone hanging. You see a hand that is bound in manacles, chained and dutifully so, very tightly bound. You see a cowl around the face, but you see the frame of an old man.
And there's a bag on his head or a cowl or
yeah. There's a cowl's been pulled down, and you hear just and you hear another clang of the chains, but they are fixed. And with a 28, I will say you see runes on those very chains. Every time he tries to move, they seem to like knock him back.
All right, I will move towards that person and eventually remove the cowl from their head.
Okay.
I mean, assuming nothing else happens before I get there.
Of course. Well. Daria.
Yes.
You know, he never did use the stone as he promised you. He did have a plan to save the souls of your people, as folly as it might have been. You never even heard him out. Stabbed him like he was nothing. A single word spoken. Now your friend...
You don't think I regret that? You don't think it's hard for me? He was my friend. Even though he made wrong choices.
There is still time. His soul is not lost.
I have learned that the past is the past.
Oh.
And I have to live with that.
Depending how all of this goes, that's one thing you'll learn is false most above all.
Yeah,
so,
ignore him.
Keep moving.
Got him nice by man.
Okay. Cassius, Cord, and Boris.
Oh, I'm gonna explode again, aren't I?
I don't have time to move.
You didn't have time to move. Fine. We're doing this real time, baby.
Yeah.
You all... Cassius, you see an old man. You reach for the cowl? What are you doing?
Like, I'm assuming I checked for traps or any other indications of bad stuff, and...
Sure. Passively, nothing seems to be wrong. Except for the man chained to the wall.
Yeah, and the whole gate that rips away your magic that is connected back to feeding or sourcing souls, you know.
The tendrils of Boris's daylight still swirling and coiling around the gate.
And, you know, the weird entity in my head saying things.
Yeah.
Other than those things.
Other than that.
I mean, I'll look back at my companions, indicating, like, do I take a solve, or what are we doing?
If we hold the amulet, I'm not sure who has it right now, to the chains, to the runes.
Whoa! Let's look at what we have first before we talk about releasing it. I'm communicating telepathically, so whoever's here does not hear me, but I don't know if my companions are doing the same or not.
You just hear the chains being knocked around more and more, and every time the runes flicker and slam them back.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if the amulet has a response to the runes.
Let's see if we can free the guy after we can not.
What are you doing, Gordon?
Shoot fireballs.
Ja, wie had het laatst de amulet?
Jij, denk ik. Jij had ze, want we hebben ze aan u gegeven toen dat je liep tussen ons allemaal.
Ja, juist.
So I think you still have it.
Ja.
Ja, ik wou gewoon eens kijken of die 10 feet range of dat iets deed. Gewoon zoiets voelen. Allee. Hebben we hier iets of niet?
Okay, so you pull out the amulet, and momentarily the slam again, and the runes dim, and for a moment the chains almost rip out of the wall, and the earth seems to shake for a moment.
I'll pull them back. Wait.
And the chains slam the hand back into the wall.
So we could probably release him.
Tell them, like, whoever the fuck this is, we're keeping them locked up until we figure out if they're friendly or not. Because they seemed very strong.
Yeah, and does Boris have an opinion on all this? Or
Boris is very distracted in where the fuck those sunstones are, because he knows they're here.
Yeah, you feel them. You feel them like moving around. They're never stationary.
Are we all? We all look like ourselves again, right? And
yeah,
okay, I'm
gonna
do
anybody threatening.
I'm gonna do stupid shit now. I'm gonna sacred flame the top of the fucking arch and see what's gonna happen.
Okay, that's 60 feet. 60 feet is not enough to reach the top. You can meet the middle a little bit, yeah.
Let's go the middle then.
Okay. I will roll dexterity save for an arch. No. Yeah, roll your damage.
A big arch.
16 points of radiant damage. That's a lot. Okay, so Boris turns around, reaches out, and you see this little puff, this very familiar spell that he's used before, shoot out and then freeze and get pulled into the arch. And you hear a little spark.
I step forward and remove the cowl from the prisoner.
Very well. You may. And as you do, you see this man's face. And you see a gag has been placed with runes on it.
Do I recognize the face?
That's Russian either, I assume.
Ah, toch.
Grappig. Huh.
And he's staring at you. He's first like immediate fear and panic. Yeah. And he looks at Gord's, and for a moment he becomes still. But you see, like, first he was red in the face, and now you see all the blood drain.
Wie is dit?
This is the Geomancer.
That's the Geomancer we fought who
blew up the entire town, basically.
Blew up his cavern on our heads, right?
Who basically is also responsible for the creation of the Pact Stone. If we are not mistaken.
It was already created. He just used it. He didn't create it.
Wasn't he there?
That's the guy
he just add more souls to it.
He created.
He's the one who had the Thieves Guild ambushes.
No, he created. What was it called again? The planar, the extra plane.
Marshes.
Yeah.
Used the land of the Marsh to create.
Yes, Severnus.
Severnus. Do I recognize the runes?
Yeah, he is being silenced and he's being restrained.
And we're keeping him that way, right?
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
Let's keep him restrained.
Okay, I am putting the cowl back on his head now, because you know who he is, and that was all we needed.
He's just fighting it and he's screaming out as much as he can.
But now it's a plastic bag.
Which you can find lying around here, there's plenty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come closer. The cowl is off his head.
I've put it back on. You can put it
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
gonna
remove
No,
it
leave
again,
it
but
off. Leave it off.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna
use.
I'm just going to stare into his eyes.
Waarom heet je super
What?
sneeze?
What the bloody hell
What?
are you doing here?
Nee.
Yeah.
yeah,
What?
he's named Super Sneeze.
No,
Ah, nee.
that's because the fucking cursor is over.
Ah,
him.
yeah.
Come on, you should know that.
Ik dacht al, wat?
Ah, Christ.
Oh,
All
sorry.
So yeah,
He was.
I'm just gonna look straight into his eye and say, "What we have here? What are you doing here? How did you get involved?"
Who is this?
and
We know
he's
him
like,
not.
he's staring at Gord and then staring back at you, and he's like trying to shake his head.
Yes, we know. We know. At this point, we are not frantically scared of him, as you are. I know that
I'll
last time we saw you, you ran away, shitting your pants.
Was it him or was it something else?
It was
Nothing
him.
can be trusted here.
We have a lantern of revealing that would
This is a
reveal
man.
if
Yes.
he's not who he
Yeah.
is, right?
If he is Rashanidre, he cannot be trusted.
If he is Russian Lidre, is there any reason we should not just kill him and beat one?
Why would you kill him?
I'll throw my amulet to Nolan, so I don't come close to it.
Right,
Because
I'll say
he's
that
tried
Nolan
to
could
murder
have
us
moved up,
and-
right? So
Ja. Ik gooi de amulet naar Nolan, de kick ze niet meer op.
Amulet?
Why would
The
we
King's
kill him?
Amulet.
Why
De
would
King's
we...
amulet, ja.
Yeah.
Dat je niet
I
te
take it
dichtbij
away.
komt en dan...
Well, just remove the
We're
silence
missing
spell.
something.
Keep him shackled.
Won't that
Can I
allow him
ask-
to cast spells?
Rush, if he knows where the sunstones are, because I know they're here. You point to them.
Can I need... I can't
Oh.
read his lips when he's gagged, right? That's not how it
No,
works.
he's yeah. And
Maybe
he's
mental...
I could open a mental connection with him and talk with him, allow him to talk to me that way.
You
Yeah.
can't cast
And then
spells
he
then.
can't cast spells
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
way.
that's smart, yeah.
I
Do it.
could do that if that is what we want to do.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's our best
I mean,
option, I think.
we'd
Yeah.
lose our ongoing one, but yeah, sure, I
that's
will
very nice.
Well, we're
use
close to each
my-
other.
But we have
Sign
to
of
hurry
Aquarius.
because Black Lennis and Satyani might be back any moment now.
make a deception roll, Nolan.
For the next
Fucking
7
hell.
hours, Rash can talk to me telepathically, and I can talk to him. Although he can end the connection when he wishes.
Okay,
so
when he
can
wishes.
shut
Okay.
it down if he wants to at any point. I can then use my feet telepathy to talk to his head to bother and annoy him, but he won't be able to talk back.
Perfect. So I guess you re-up the connections you have as well with everyone else.
Of course, yeah, because then I can
Yeah.
include
Okay.
everyone else. Yeah, so because I have spaces for 6 people, so that's my
Yeah.
4 party members, and then the
Okay.
Rash guy.
So you make the connection, Nolan. As you say that, he turns his head towards you as much as he can because he's really locked into this wall, and he just stares at you for a moment, narrows his eyes at what you said, and yeah. So what do you say to Rash to initiate the conversation?
What do I say to him? You dropped a cave onto my head.
Oh, I see. You have to leave. You have to take whatever that is. And he looks at Gord and leave this place. You're falling into his trap perfectly. Please, leave.
I will, because the connection only works towards me, so what he says, I will then translate out loud to my allies. Yeah, I can just repeat verbally what he's telling me in my mind to make sure everyone else is.
I mean, I know what you. I think I
Tell
know
him
what
it-
he means.
tell him we bloody well know that, but we can just.
I mean,
leave
can
you
he
guys
can
can
hear
telepath.
you.
You guys
I
can
mean, he can
communicate
hear
with him
you.
by saying
okay.
him. He can hear. It's just that he can now speak to me
Yes.
without having to remove his.
Listen, thief. If you want to
Okay.
live, you need to leave. Save yourself. I won't even ask you to save me.
So he probably thinks that Gord or the other one is going to take the soul, the packed stone, then going to complete the portal,
gate
and then
and
he
stuff,
will
yeah.
travel to this realm.
Yes.
Correct?
That's what I'm assuming as well.
You know that much. Why still come here? Why still bring him?
Well,
The stone.
we tried to kill him before, didn't work, so now he's still our friend.
Guys, you guys just take the stone, and I'll finish some unfinished business in this cave.
Unfinished business.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he
Maybe
means
you want to give
murder
me my
rats.
sword back, Boris.
Nope.
Will you allow us? Will you allow us? You won't allow us to take the stone, Gord.
No takesy backsies.
No. Now I'm still myself. I don't know how long. If you guys leave now with the stone, I'll find my way. Maybe.
I will. I will go to the stone then. I won't touch it physically. I will use a cloth because that worked last time. That worked. We could hold with a
Yeah, but
cloth
the
in
stone
between.
is well. The stone is interconnected with the.
The stone is connected with
So-
them somehow, so be
Oh.
Stone
careful
is
what you do.
also probably 2 feet tall or something. So yeah.
Could I?
Oh.
I'm looking at Rash. Could I just pick it, the stone, or is there a? How would you take it?
You're a fool. Tell him he's a fool, and tell me, have you heard of my daughter? Have you seen her? Please, I need to know if she got away.
I am
Got away.
repeating
she here?
everything he said out loud.
Ooh, what did you run into?
He's here. He found me. He found them.
Oh, now I'm
You are-
really confused. Continue.
I believe I can answer whatever that fool is babbling about.
Whoa. Hello?
You hear a voice echo. I do apologize for the pantomime, but this is getting a little long for my tastes, and I do have a schedule to keep.
Is there anyone else here? I thought it was like a super secret place, but apparently there's like a public road here.
Nolan Tuskproof, it's good to see you. Well, here we are seeing each other in the, well, not that either. You're here. Wonderful. How nice of you to come. It's a little easier communicating this way, don't you think, than through intermediaries and spells and all whatnot?
Anonymous?
Yes, I am Geronimus Barthel, the long-lost mage of time.
Inside check.
Whoa!
Who is this?
Can I check if he's lying?
Can we see him?
He was clearly being sarcastic.
Yeah. Do I recognize the voice?
Yes, you do. You've heard it before, spoken through a skull.
Okay. Well, fancy. No, really. Everyone, we didn't take. Why are you here?
That explains the undead.
What a coincidence, really.
Why is everyone
At that
here?
point, you guys are standing there.
Dit is Kirkserian dan, neem ik aan? Ja.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Well, let's save trouble
Boris, I might need my sword back.
No.
There's all these
So-
villains going, well, it's finally around. And I'm
Headbutt Kirksern.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I will say you do hear some movement from the other places, from the other little cubby holes, let's say. I'll move these guys here. Not there.
Oh boy, we're fucked.
How sloppy was Black Linus?
Oh, yes. Well, quite sloppy. But we came to an arrangement. I was rather miffed about the losing of that undead army. I'd been building that for quite some time. So, thank you for the service provided. I had been planning to betray Sath at some point because, honestly, I'm not all too fond of all this soul business, but this did expedite some things on my agenda.
Oh, so you also had a deal with Seth?
No. No, I wouldn't be so foolish. Simple.
Of course. I mean, you walked with Orcus at the time. Why would you believe Seth?
Exactly. You know, all the same. Now then, I will say this nicely once. You can leave behind the changeling. And, well, I have no use for any of you. So you can just leave and be done with this.
All
right.
You're probably just going to tell us, right? What are your plans?
Oh, yes, of course. I will be monologuing for the next foreseeable future. Please, this is your final warning. Please leave.
So we leave
move
the
a bit
changeling,
as
we
this
take a
conversation
stone.
is going on?
Well, one at a time. Boris?
I would like to spread out a bit as this conversation is going on because we're nice and
right. So,
bunched up.
Yes, you're nice and bunched up. Thank you for doing that. You will notice that, meanwhile, certain things have appeared on the map here.
There we go.
There we go. And these guys as well. Here and here. I'll say this one accompanies that. There you go. And currently they are standing and sort of shambling out of the hidey holes that they were. Any action you take from here will be considered hostile. Wouldn't that be a shame?
Yes, it would.
And you still hear this voice, but you don't see this person.
Dus Kirkserian is niet de deze of zo.
Yep.
Dat zijn gewoon undead creatures that we see.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Boris, you move.
As did Nolan.
As did Nolan.
A bit, yes.
I need you to roll initiative.
10.
Ja.
Okay.
Iedereen dan? Ja.
Oh, that's my advantage, sorry.
All right.
The
first one
was...
So it was 4. Yeah, 4 plus, well, -1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, -1 is 3. So you move an hour. Well, yeah. Now put these guys in, and I'll do the archers as a 1. Yeah. And this one. This 2. Oh, this guy is still. Yeah. Oinky. Yeah.
Hey, somebody's slower than me.
Yep. Somebody rolled real shit.
Oh, the deadlock white again.
Oh boy, oh I hate those.
I remember
Okay.
those.
All right. So, top of the round. I also need to roll something else.
Oh,
Actually, top of the round. Let me just get my stat sheet here. Yeah. Sorry, I need to read something. There we go. Okay, I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Cassius, Dario en Calendula krijgen +3.
Oh, I just.
All right.
Oh.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Boy. Dus +3 van Nolan nog. Dus dat is 14, maar dat gaat niet genoeg zijn. Hè.
So, with that, I'm just gonna use this token here, but it is close enough. Because I completely forgot that I didn't have a token for dear old Kirksaren. So here, you will now see him become visible. Right there at the top. That's about how I would describe him. He looks immensely young, but strained. So he shouldn't be looking this young, but you see that his face it's like a bad facelift that has happened. But he still looks quite handsome in his early 30s, maybe mid 20s. And so Boris, Gord, Dario, Cassius, everybody except Nolan, you see these swirls, these patterns emerge in front of you. And for a moment, you lose all feeling and motion in your body as you are under the spell of a hypnotic pattern, and you are considered incapacitated, and you have a speed of 0.
Did I give Gord's sword back?
I will say you could have done that. Yes.
Before I moved.
Sure.
I'll strangle him.
Yeah. So
okay, thank you.
There you go. Cassius, you are stunned.
But... Yeah, I lose my turn.
See here. And there is no save at the end. It is just like that until you take damage or somebody uses an action.
Oh, okay.
Somebody can shake you out of it.
Okay. Is this a charm?
So it is a charm.
Because I can be charmed as being a
Nolan niet.
I'm not.
You can be charmed or you have advantage.
I have Nature's Ward, a passive ability.
Aha. So you, Dario, save automatically.
Oh, by elementals or Fae?
Is
it an elemental of
never mind him. He is not a Fae. Closest thing to an elemental is Rashinidre. Okay. So you are still stunned. So Cassius, you are stunned. The Bone Naga will now move forward.
Oh, wacht, wij zijn incapacitated, of wat?
Yes.
Ja, dat is het ding.
Niet stunned, maar wel incapacitated.
Can't take actions or reactions, maar bonus actions ook niet dan? Of?
Als je geen
That's an action. A bonus action is an action. Yeah.
But nice
okay.
try. I respect the try.
Yeah. So the only one is... Oh, that sounds... that was 20. How much does he have? 30. Okay. Nolan, you are going to be under a hold person spell from the Naga, please. Oh, that's only a 10. Wow. That's sucky compared to the DC of dear old Cure. 14. That saves. Okay. And it's going to move a feet closer to Boris. Then this guy is going to... So this ungainly golem of stitched together human parts is going to just fucking Titan charge over to you guys for 60 feet. Then the skeletons are going to move in position as well. But they're not going to fire yet. What are their ranges here? Yeah, 80. Yeah. A bit closer.
Iemand lightning bolt.
Then Dario, you are stunned. The white is also going to move 30 feet and then 30 feet again.
Ew, I don't like this.
Gord's, you are stunned.
Stunned.
Nolan.
But Gord is not alone in his body, though. There is someone in there who is not stunned, right?
You are up.
En wat bevrijdt er ons? Damage?
Damage or an action?
Yes, well, that's what I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Oh, yeah. Slim.
Okay.
And I will do 3 bursts on Gord. No. I will do 1 burst on Boris, 1 on Cassius, and 1 Magic Missile on Dario.
Slim.
Okay.
Had ik die wand nog maar, hè.
Ja, juist die is ontploft.
Ja.
Okay, roll damage. That could have been worse. Okay.
Ja. Slim.
Dus wij pakken allemaal 3 damage.
And I will move a bit. The game's paused.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Because I don't want this. They can see me, right? Or not?
Yes.
Because I want to be behind.
The cover is around the bottom.
That's way, but that's close to the other thing. Maybe I'll just go to here. Can I stand there? Or is it that's the wall?
That is the wall, yeah. That is the wall, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here then. So I'll just stand there. Then that's it.
Okay. Boris.
He cast Spirit Guardians op 4th level.
Okay.
Dus dat is 15 voet rond mij en ik ga naar hier bewegen.
Okay. So, for the first time in the turn, so wisdom saves for both of these guys. That's a 2 for the white.
Members are unaffected, by the way.
Too bad.
Oh, cool.
Natural 20 for the bow naga. So roll damage. It's a good roll. Or average. Okay, full damage here. And half damage there.
Radiant damage. Radiant
Yep.
damage.
So, let me see here. Okay. Doesn't specially damage them more, actually. But yeah,
Okay.
the symbols of Helios fly through, and the white you see like pieces of it fly, and pieces of armor just fly off. The Naga though seems to be more resistant.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna drink a potion of.
Okay. Then the lock. Is going to move 30 feet and 65. That's funny. I placed them just outside of range. Fuck. Okay. That really sucked. I'm going to cheat. I say I'll place him 1 because that's just too stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I just dropped him on the map. I didn't think he would be that close. So
that's
exactly
going to... what Kuxarian did. He just dropped his undead right there and he miscalculated.
Yep. I will roll 1 attack for 10 damage. And 10 to hits that will miss, but it is at Gord. But misses anyway because the range was too high. Top of the round. You will see this guy up the top there. Yeah. Simply step forward, and as he is walking, he will make a shape with his hands and return invisible. Whoever was still caught by the hypnotic patron spell is now released as he walks somewhere.
Right.
Yep. Then it's Cassius's turn.
Yes. So the guy is vanished.
Yeah. He was walking and then just went invisible again, and you saw the magic that was holding Gord was gone.
Go. Okay, so presumably he's concentrating on something else now. Shoot. This is 70 feet away. 65 to be exact. I can, if I want to, I can run, right? Because this is in the air and not actually blocking this path.
Yeah. It's only the grounds that yeah.
Okay. But then I'm like next to a whole bunch of archers, which would probably not be great. Shoot. They all know I'm there, so I don't inherently have advantage on any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Any way, shape, or form, correct?
Yes.
So Naga, because I'm next to her.
Yeah, I would have sneak attack on him. That would be the only one I could possibly have sneak attack on. Ja, ik ga gewoon met mijn actie een dagger gooien naar die Bone Naga, is dat dan? Die dan naast Boris staat?
Ja. Anyone will hit?
To hit.
Yes.
And I do have sneak attack because Boris is next to him. Oh, that'll be...
For 21 points. Okay.
28 damage? Because the 7 from the dagger itself.
Mm-hmm. All right. So part of the bones shatter and fall to the ground as you do so.
And for my bonus action, I will activate speed so that I have double my movement, and then I'll just kind of run. Oof. Is that smart if I run this way? Is it smart if I run the other way? I don't know. Ik wil gewoon niet op een hoopje staan met iedereen.
Ja.
Alle.
Dus ik ga gewoon naar hier lopen dan. Because I don't have any place I can find cover, right? Gaat de grot nog verder naar het noorden, of is dat...
That's cave.
De rand
Yeah, it continues into a large cave.
That's an
So
overhang. So I
Yeah.
could technically stick to the wall
you could.
somewhere around the northwest side. Yeah, but then I'm too far from the orb and other stuff. No, I guess I'll just stand right in the middle here and hope that I am good at dodging arrows. That's my action and my bonus action and my movement. So that is it.
Mhm.
Johan, ik probeer mijn
Ja.
Destroy Undead te bekijken, maar ik weet niet wat dat wil zeggen. Een combat rating van at scale cleric Destroy Undead or lower.
I think challenge rating 3 or lower can be destroyed.
Dat hangt af van je cleric level.
Ja.
Het is dat er...
Maar dat heeft hem niet juist ingezet. Dus ik ga eens kijken.
Well, you can maybe look.
Are you going to disintegrate the small ones?
Yeah, but Boris is level 15, right?
15?
Level 15.
15. Sorry, 15. Oh my god.
You are level 10, never mind.
Yeah, that's 15.
Jeez.
How are we 15?
Turn undead. If they're CR of 1.2 of 1 tweede. De halve CR hou onmiddellijk dood als je ze turnt en ze failen in de save.
Maar het scaled. Op 8e level beginnen te scalen.
It should scale, ja.
Combat rating 1 or lower, momenteel. Vanaf level 14 is 3, level 11 2. Oké.
1 or lower.
Okay.
En heb ik een indicatie van hoe sterk dat die skeletjes daar beneden in de hoek zijn?
They look like bog standard skeletons in the corner there.
Right.
Okay, that was Cassius's turn. Now it's Bo Naga's turn. And they're going to
take damage from...
Take damage first, yeah.
Guardians? And half movement as long as they're in it.
Great.
Moet je nog een saving throw doen terug? Of gewoon damage?
Yep. Yes, saving throw. So I'll click the thing.
En movement ook niet.
14.
17, haalt niet.
Alright, full damage.
That's cool.
Alright, he was going to cast lightning bolts, but he had 21 hit points left. So with that...
Oh, Boris.
Nice.
That frees me up. I can finally move again.
Then the golem will close in on Gordon Calendula. Just stumbling forward and then just starting to slam on Gord. So yeah, he has multi-attack of 2 slams.
Come at me.
Oh god, this is one of those where not a single thing is going to hit, right? Oh, there we go, 24.
That misses.
Nee, dat hits. Ik kan shielden. Ik kan shield casten.
Okay.
Dat is de rest van mijn turn, hè.
Dat is tot het begin van die volgende.
That's, yeah.
Dus dat is, dat mist.
Okay.
Nee, dat is niet waar. Nee, dat wordt...
Nee?
Nee, ik ga dat niet casten, want meets it beats it, sorry.
Okay.
Nee, ik kick back the damage. Ik kan het niet. Nee.
It wouldn't block it.
It won't block it, ja.
Sorry guys, there's a few things I skipped.
Dat klinkt ook weer niet gewoon als je pakt zoveel damage moving on.
Hey.
Yeah.
We all know at this point that Cassius is the one just going to grab the strong magical stuff, and we can count on him going for the stone.
Yeah. I consider just activating the. But then what do I do?
That's a shit roll, but okay.
Your my connection
12 points. So what?
No, the Cassius.
Okay.
Martin.
Dat is een stemvuldig.
Okay. So big slap, just a fist, an incredibly strong fist. You try to shield it, but the shield knocked into you, and you do feel it does smart. This thing is solid and scary. Then it's the skeleton's turn. So for ease, I'm just going to say that
Initiative trouwens.
We?
Calendula.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good looking out.
I thought she shared my turn.
And
dat kunnen we.
Hey, bottom of the list.
Yeah. All right, we'll do two turns for her then later. So the skeletons, I'm just going to have the pairs attack with advantage to make it easier, because otherwise these guys won't hit anything. This will be at Cassius, because he's in the open.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 hits.
18 is my AC, so 18.
Great. So 4 points of piercing damage as one of the arrows glances at you. Then the second pair is going to shoot at Gord. They will hit. Great.
And you
and
can
another 4 points. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then these guys.
Sharpshooter hebben ze wel dus. Want
en
die staan allemaal exact binnen 80.
Yeah, I set 70. That's 80.
Allemaal exact binnen 80.
Yeah.
Dus net.
Yeah, there you go.
Never mind.
So the second hit is 13. That'll miss. And then it's Dario's turn.
I am going to move a bit towards. I'm going to. Where's in template?
Ben ik wel aan het...
Yeah, he wants to kill all the skeletons.
Because I was gonna do that as well, so...
Yeah.
Ja, oké, kies maar. Is het gelijk?
Yeah. Wait, no. That's not what I wanted. Fuck, stupid template. I don't want it over there. How do I change it?
Diagonally.
Diagonally?
Yeah, I should just shut up.
Fuel the fire.
It's been a very fucking long day for all of us. I've had.
Okay, when I move all those templates.
Sure.
Is it shift or?
It's just to hover over and then delete.
Don't you scroll?
Yeah, scroll. I'm scrolling. Oh, there. They're not stacked right.
You did it wrong. They're not positioned correctly.
Yeah. Well, it is within 5 feet, right? Well, on one side of all selected. Each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall.
So they take damage.
I mean, that covers all of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the ones who are not inside of it are definitely within 10 feet.
Okay, saving throw DC 50.
It can be.
And for the first time, or ends its turn there, for the first time, a turn as well. The other side of the wall. So.
Dat is
Oké.
zo klein uit. Maar het is gewoon
It's a big map.
It's
a big map.
room and map and structure.
Yeah. Okay. So 15 DC saving throw for all of them.
Yes.
Basically 60 feet across.
I'm just gonna see what they need to roll for that. I'm not gonna spam the chat with this because they have a dex of. They have a +2 to dex. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll these real quick to make it simple. Fail and save. Fail and fail. Fail and save. Okay. So roll the damage.
I
24.
realize that you only make a save at the start, and then afterwards it's just you always take the damage if you're
Yeah.
there, no save or anything. It's just if you're there, you burn.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
So this one, this one, this one, and this one. So there's 2 left. And I need to put that guy into initiative again. I don't know where they were.
Oh.
But they're in a wall of fire, so you know.
Yeah. So
they're probably not going to be left.
Before
actually, yeah, they take half damage, right? If they save.
Yes, from this one.
So that's so that's close enough. They're all gone. So a wall of fire goes up, and you see pieces of bone clatter and fly around as they all get incinerated by the wall of fire immediately. They would have all had 1 hit point left. I'm gonna let that fly. So that is that. Well done. Okay, so fire burns. You see some of the magical fire also being used to swirl around the other pillar and starting to fuel whatever is happening to the gates. All right, Dario, you moving or you staying?
I am, because I moved 10 feet. I still have 20. Whoa.
No, those are walls.
Yeah.
You stuck shit out of luck.
Then it's the white's turn. Who needs to make another
That's a
save?
fireball right there.
Well, yeah, but it was everywhere. I couldn't really run away from you.
But you can move 30 feet.
Where did
I already moved
by
10.
the way?
You already moved 10.
Okay. All right.
That's a fail.
Let me find my damage button.
Yeah, I'll do it. I've got it.
Oh, I just did it as well.
Okay, great. I'll take yours then.
Nice.
It's 20 points. Still up.
And half move.
Wat is al veel damage gedaan, hè?
Ja, 19
So,
en 22.
He's gonna step out here, out of range, and then just go for Dario. And we'll life drain him. For a 20 to hit. And I need you to make a con save, please.
Yay, con.
$11, so you fail. That means your hit point maximum is reduced by 6.
Hang on, that's Calendula. Or is it?
Yeah, that was Calendula.
Oh.
Was your own modifier?
Yeah, well, it's my modifier. It's gonna be less, no.
Yeah.
Your constitution
yeah,
modifier.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
So your con. Yeah, she's got more.
Concentration as well.
Concentration on the wall of fire, yeah.
Also a constitution save.
Yes.
Yes.
You maintain the wall, but you feel lessened as little black veins start crawling up where the white touched you, and he's going to follow up with a longsword attack for another 20 to hit.
Wacht.
Yeah.
Een warding flare ertussen.
Okay. Another attack then. That's a crit, so good that you did the warding flare. Damage. And this is going to be the versatile damage for 12 points of slashing damage as the flash of light already burning bright. And still the longsword goes wide and just hits you in the side of the shoulder, almost cleaving off your neck. Alright, that's the white. I will say that I did forget that he would take disadvantage on attack rolls because he is in sunlight.
Also.
Right, yeah.
So I might need to retcon that. I'm just gonna... Well, this one, the warding flare, so he was at disadvantage. He was already at disadvantage, so the warding flare wouldn't have helped. So the longsword attack does go through. I'll do the live drain attack again as well. That's his disadvantage. So a 9 will miss. So you get those hit points back, 6 hit points back. And also your maximum.
Do I get the warding?
You get a warding flare back.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have need to use it.
It wouldn't have made sense to do it.
I mean, you have a big ball of daylight, which apparently
I'm the fucking sun.
Yeah.
So like making another smaller daylight is not.
I am the fucking sun.
Gord.
Yet I cannot see the sunstone. I am frustrated beyond belief.
Yeah.
It's because you're staring into the sun. You should not do that. It's
I think I'm gonna hug the pillars.
Actually,
White.
Boris, make a perception roll for me. Retroactively.
Perception. Nee, weg van die 19. What the fuck?
The movement you've been feeling about these stones, well, they are on Kirksaren's person.
So I know where he's moving.
You feel you can sense he is moving somewhere about, and he's coming closer to you actually.
Hoe damaged is your white? No, stereo.
Very. You see pieces of bone and skeleton and armor falling apart.
I will use
potentially hit him.
dancing double scimitar.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the star knife again because that's easier for me. A 14 will hit exactly what you needed.
Nice.
14 points. Yeah, that's definitely enough.
14,
He had 6.
14.
Awesome.
All 14s all the time. Okay, that is the end of the white as this flying blade shoots forward and then just with a nice little pin sound decapitates and bifurcates the white.
I was imagining Gord just going magical sword and he just kind of lobs it at the no magic involved, just
that would be like, oh yes, it's a flying sword. Yeah, just throw it and come there. Just, hey, it works.
Met zo'n touwtje eraan dat je het kunt terughalen.
Yeah.
I will move around the flesh goal. I want to spread out more, but
I can spread out without you getting
always in lightning bolt range.
Maybe we should cover the packed stones, somebody.
Yeah, movement.
Ik ga hier staan. Ja. Ik ga die flash golem dan maar aanvallen om geen attack of opportunity te pakken. Oei, dat is het verkeerde. Dan gewoon, deze moet ik hebben. Attack, normal.
This could be dangerous.
23.
23. That does hit. Doesn't seem hard to hit this guy. He's mostly standing still when he's not attacking. 8 points of damage. Okay.
Nog met een tweede attack.
You like hit and it's like hitting a solid frozen block of meat. It's like it does damage, not that much. 25 will hit.
Better, 15.
That is a lot better.
Yep.
Same, but again, you slash in and just and it goes in like an inch. No blood, it's just, and no reaction from the golem either. Just staring at you.
He doesn't really care yet. Yeah, that's my turn.
Nolan.
I will run for the Pact Stone with the dash.
Okay.
I will pass the white though.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Okay. Right.
He
Right.
was undead, but now he's dead.
Would they still allow me to put it in the backpack, or is that an action?
You have used your action to dash.
Okay. That's
You
my
have an
turn.
item interaction which you could use to pick it up, but not stash
No,
it
the
away.
backpack.
Yeah. So we get 2 turns for Calendula because we missed her last turn.
Well, fire breath.
By the way, I still have a lantern, so if is something in my
The
range
Lantern
that's
of Revealing.
invisible.
Well, you moved like that, and that's 20 feet. So yes, you would have briefly seen Girxaren become visible as he's walking, and he just looks at his hands for a moment as you're running towards the backstone.
Did I spot him as well?
He's walking, not
Yeah.
even running, not even jogging, just casually
Yeah, he's
strolling.
casually
Nice,
walking.
That man is so evil. I mean, we
Did
knew
I
that,
spot
you know.
where he was?
Yeah,
Here.
there. But he's still
Okay,
like,
I didn't
in transit.
didn't
And
notice.
zoop, now he's gone.
So we don't know where he is in the turn order.
She's gonna fire breath on.
He started the combat with hypnotizing.
Yeah, go on.
Assuming
That's 2
he's
fire breaths.
at the
You can
very
use the
beginning.
one.
There we go. Alright.
Okay.
DC 13. Dex.
Okay. It's a 14, so half damage. For 21, that's half. That's 10. And the moment Gandla like runs up and blasts fire, the unmoving, uncaring golem suddenly starts screaming like a little child. It seems to be averse to fire.
Okay.
Quite literally so.
And the next turn, she's going to dash away from this creature.
Okay, he will take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Did you mean disengage?
No, the second opportunity, right? I had 2 turns.
Yeah, okay, so disengaging.
Turn to
okay.
Disengage. That was
okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So, and she's gonna move a bit more towards Boris because he's safe.
Well, the big thing is also dead. Oh man, I missed something.
The big thing is dead.
She had 30 minutes. Okay.
De spels aan het lezen of wat?
There we go.
That's a 0 level spell slots and the things that
I'm all tapped out.
Yeah.
Usually that's me in this part of the adventure.
Well, I had something and then I touched the pillar, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
that will
Boris,
you trying to get possessed.
Boris, you're up.
Now I have to just guess where he's gonna be. So I run over here. And I take my aura with me, so I hope I do touch him somewhere.
You do some kind of radar move.
Yeah, just walk in the bathroom. Walk in the bathroom.
En dan...
Onzichtbare kukseren die zo aan het dodgen.
Ja.
Sorry.
And then the crazy question.
Okay.
How alive or undead is Kirkserin? Do I have notions of that?
He said he's said to have conquered death. But what that exactly means, is he dead or is he alive? That is a question.
Let's try turn undead.
Okay.
So
in a
with
30 feet?
30 feet of you must make. That should basically... Oh, no. I have too many
circles
shit on my... So that should be around here somewhere.
Yeah. Let me just check something real quick.
That's not good.
Does turn undead work if you are dead inside?
Exactly. What's my mental state right now?
He's dead to me, so counts for something.
Okay. So nothing in your range seems to be still undead.
Should have gone with Radiance of...
Okay. That's your turn?
That's an action, so I don't think I have anything I can do as a bonus action.
Okay.
An action. Okay, that's it.
Right. With that, this guy's gonna move a little closer. A little closer. And oh no, didn't need to actually. That's good enough. Old person on Gord. It's not a high wisdom save, but yeah. Yeah, and you save. So trying to, and you feel yourself seize up, but this is far too weak to have mattered. Then top of the round, because I should have actually put him in order, but he's at level. He rolled a 20. Let's see how this. Yeah, that's why we'll stop after this. See how this works. Doesn't really, does it? Okay, great. I need to put this on something. Sorry. Go. So, ignore the token that is casting it. Yeah, that's everyone.
Oh dear.
That's a big circle. A big circle of death.
Yes, and the DC is higher than is pictured here as well. I didn't have a token ready. I'm so very sorry. So everybody roll a Constitution save, please.
Dario +3 van mijn aura.
Wie?
Dario.
That is not...
Oh no, and the Constitution is not. I have
not
14.
a very good roll.
Good rolls,
Yeah.
good rolls.
Oh yeah, I needed a 15.
+4.
Well, it might not be
+3
enough.
van mijn aura.
It was 15.
15
It
is
says, yeah, inderdaad.
15. Yeah, but it's not the number there. This is Kyxarin.
Oh.
And thanks for playing, Dario.
Ja, allemaal eraan.
Calendula
waarschijnlijk, ja.
Calendula is the only one who saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, as Kyxarin is walking invisibly, you just hear this voice again say, "Please, fellas, I told you to leave. But that's fine. The furnace can always use more fuel." And you will roll damage on this. That's a bad roll. That is a very bad roll.
Nice.
That is a very bad roll.
I like bad DM rolls.
So we all take 24.
You all take, except for Calendula, who takes half.
Hey, that's only half of my HP, so...
Ik heb de damage resistance op necrotic.
Then you take half again.
Komt uit die shape change, klopt dat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, Calendula takes half, and you as well, Gord, take half.
Dario, are you down?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Crap.
So Dario falls to the ground. And Dario, as you are unconscious, and feel the life draining from you, you feel this like you're being pulled out of your body as the only thing you see is this stone screaming in the center of this arch, and the arch itself coiling with screaming souls. And at the very center of this arch, you see like an egg starting to crack. The sky, the air, the atmosphere, the thin layer of the ether itself is starting to break. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Wacht, ik kan even mijn Constitution saving throw doen voor mijn spel.
Yep.
Save kick me 14.
Half the damage.
Half the damage was 12.
12.
Yeah.
2d save.
Ja.
FYI, tenzij dat hij zijn actie aan het gebruiken is om te hiden, weet ik volgens mij wel.
Maar moet je zichtbaar worden, hè? Was ik ook.
Passive perception van 27.
Passive perception, yes, but he maybe has a few magical items. Also, he's using greater invisibility.
Krijgen de vijanden ook die damage niet, trouwens?
Let me see here. Each creature in that area, yeah. So they will.
And Rash.
Rash is just outside. Yeah, but yeah, sure, I'll let him.
Yeah.
I'll let him do the con save. Nope. Nope. Or old Rash. And who else? It's a white as well. I think he is resistant to necrotic.
And the flesh golem.
Yeah. With a 3 and a 4. So that is apply half. And this guy can't save. Fail. So apply. Apply damage. Okay. So, with that, I will conclude today's session. Things are weird. Things are odd.
Mm-hmm.
And
how's everyone here?
Yeah, I did not expect that.
It's a culmination of things. Anyway, I'll end the stream there and see you next